Welcome back. If you remember last week at the beginning of that message, I asked a question I'm going to ask again. Can a cop be a Christian, or better yet, can a Christian be a cop? Just keep that in your mind as I share with you my promotion to being a sergeant. Just before my 29th birthday, I was promoted to a sergeant. My kids were about 2 and 4 years of age at the time, and so I figured I could handle that, and I was assigned to swing shift. Had 7 officers under my supervision, and worked a 5-day work week in those days. I quickly found out I think I bit off more than I could chew, because it turned out the officers on my shift, hardly any of them got along with each other. And whenever I was alone, each of them would complain to me about all the other people on the shift. I found that I was becoming some type of a mentor, and trying to be a referee to deal with all of the inner problems, and found out that it just wasn't working. I remember after a few months going home at night, and as soon as I get home about midnight, 1 o'clock, grab a beer and slept like a baby. And it turned out that after a period of a couple more months, that the beer wasn't working, and the stress wasn't changing at work. The guys weren't getting along at work. And I graduated from the beer to scotch and water, and then pretty soon it was scotch and scotch. And I remember one night, which really started opening my eyes. I remember my wife was in bed, and after I got home from work, and I'm pouring the scotch in the glass. You know, as you pour it in there, it makes the noise, dropping ice in there. And I remember my wife, never forget that, "Are you drinking again?" And I got to thinking, maybe I just need to hide this a little bit more. So I started, when I got home from work, turn the glass on the side, set the ice in there really quietly, and then pour it so she wouldn't hear it. Slept like a baby. And it turned out that I had to keep on doing this, and the stress at work was just getting unbelievable. I didn't know how to handle it. Then one day, my oldest son, Corey, came home from a Christian preschool where we had him in, and he walked in the house, and he was 4 years old at the time, and he handed me this piece of paper, and he reached it up to me and looked me square in the eye and asked me a question. And I'm going to leave it there, because you're going to have to come back next time to hear what that question was, because that was a true life-changing letter that you're going to have to hear and find out how this whole thing worked out. So come back again.